The Malaysia Leadership Summit 2025 is here. Join us on May 29th for an inspiring day of leadership insights and networking. In today's AI-driven world, you need strategies and tools to succeed. That's why this year's theme is about how to embed AI into your organization's DNA. Plus, it's 100% HRDC claimable, and all ticket proceeds go to Malaysian charities. Don't miss this exclusive offer. Register now at the link below or right here.
All right, very good afternoon. How are you doing? Good? What's the energy level here? Okay, if there's a scale for energy level between 1 to 10, where are you right now? Okay, pretend like you are 10 right now, okay? Okay, that's what we need right now, okay? All right, my name is Jega Manoharan. About 2 years ago, we were involved in a particular project. It was a development program. Redeployment will be the better word for this program. Now, this was a financial institution. The people in the organization has been there for about a good 15, 20, 25 years or so. But what is happening is that the automation and things started changing, and some of their jobs were either eliminated or automated. So in most cases, what do? You just what? You redeploy them in another position, in another place, in the organization. But there's one problem. They were so good at what they were doing that they don't have the competency to be placed anywhere else in the organization. And they were trying to put them through this development program, hoping that they will so that they can park them in some places in the organization, and VSS and MSS is out of the question. It was one of the most difficult programs we had to conduct because the bitterness level among the people were really, really high. So we tried our best, tried to them, it's good for your future and all that. But as they say in Malay, nasi sudah jadi bubur. And in this case, bubur pun hampir basi. Right? So the question we had was, whose fault was it? Is it the employee's fault? Industry for about 20 years. Internet is about what? Close to 30 years right now. Mainstream internet, I mean. It has been around for about 30 years or so. So they should be upgrading themselves. Easy for us to say. We don't know what kind of circle they were in. Maybe they didn't have a support system that maybe you and I had. They didn't have the friends that would push them into going up the career ladder or so. In that case, then the blame should go to the manager. Let's blame it on the manager then. But at branch level, you know how it is, right? It's all busy, reports after reports and all that. It's going to happen next month or next year, let alone your entire career. Okay, then let's take the blame to the HR department, the punching bag of all organization. Oh no, let's take it up to the management. Or let's take it the simplest way today. Anything, let's blame it on the government. Tire punctured, government's fault as well. Okay? But then, even if we were to get an answer for this question, how useful is that answer? Can you do anything with the answer? So maybe we thought we have to change the question. I guess the better question would be, how can we from happening again? Now, ladies and gentlemen, you all are in organization and a lot of things are happening today. We are having AI as only one of the factors. Along with AI, we have political situation, we have economic situation, we have geopolitical situation, even the mother of other politics over here. A lot of things are happening right now. What kind of conversation will we have with our employees in about 15 years from now? 10 years from now? 5 years from now, or 3 years from now? Of people in the organization. One is called as a settler's mindset, and the other one is called the explorer's mindset. Both of them have different kind of way and how they operate in their mind. The settler works on a basis of rules, boundaries, SOPs, authority, and order. Just like how a settlement has to have rules, right? Okay, this is your territory, my territory, boundary, what time, curfew, hours, and all that. They work on that basis. On the other hand, we have someone which you call as the explorers in the organization, and the explorers are total opposite to the settlers. The explorers, rules, they say common sense. Doesn't hurt you, doesn't hurt me, doesn't hurt anybody. What's the problem? That's how explorers operate, right? So what the settlers see as boundary, the explorers see as horizon. And you have to see the difference. A boundary, as I walk this stage, as I walk closer to it, the boundary comes nearer. But a horizon is something that is out there in the distance, and as you walk closer to the horizon, it reveals a new horizon. Means that I can go anywhere I want. I can explore anything that I want. There's no proper fixed path to whatever I have to do, and there's no that I have to follow, and I can actually explore new territories. Both of this mindset is actually important in an organization. Why? Because the settlers are the one that ensures order, safety, security, harmony, and all that. Otherwise, things will go chaotic, right? You are from an oil and gas company. I know even oil and gas company, you are exploring for oil, correct? But you don't expect the guys on the platform to become explorers, correct? You want to follow certain SOPs over there. Otherwise, you will have fireworks, literally, on an oil rig. Okay? How very rules and regulation and the order and the boundaries that we set is the same thing that is precluding us from discovery, innovation, quest to find something better out there. Today, I'd like to invite leaders. We all have been in our own settlement, quite comfortably. But time has come that some of us may have to take that step out, which I call the leap of necessity. You go. That's what an explorer is all about, the leap of necessity, because we just don't know what is going to happen to that settlement in the years to come. And go and explore new territory. Because if something happens to the settlement, we have found a new settlement. But if something doesn't happen to the settlement, great, fine. We still found another settlement, bigger opportunity over there. But come to think about it, all of us, at one point in our career, we were all explorers. We were all explorers. I mean, this morning we talked about, Jean Mary talked about children, right? I think not only children. When you first started job in your company, we were all explorers. Do you remember the time when you came into the company, you had a lot of energy and excitement, and the boss said, we have a new system, we're going to implement, new project, and we want to get some project team. You are in this project, and you're going to be in this project together with us, revamping our 20-year-old system. And what did you say? Yes, sir. I'm excited, sir. Why? I'm just 2 weeks old in the company. I don't understand anything about any old system. You show me the old system, new system, I won't be able to tell the difference. So yes, I'm ready to learn the new system. Go there with full of excitement and all that, and we develop the thing, and you go and deliver all the things that you can, and you get your first Medal of Honor. Suddenly you feel so good about it. It's a bit of bounce in the walk, right? After the first one, update the resume. That comes around, and they say that in this project you're going to have to deliver this project in record time, and I'll say, no problem, ma'am, but this is going to work late hours. No problem. Why? I'm not even married. I can work late hours. And then you deliver the second project, and therefore you get the second medal. Suddenly now Gaia, they call it. Okay? And then you deliver the third project, and the third project also delivered successfully, and by this time, you are already like a mentor in the organization. You are helping people to decide things. The next project comes about, you say like, but now, guys, I've got enough experience. The next project, we got to be a bit careful, We cannot take simply risk, There are certain orders. We will deliver it anyway. And somehow you end up delivering the project again, and you got your next Medal of Honor. By this time, you don't have to have bounds. You don't have to have a different walk. You walk a little bit slowly. Why? People can hear your arrival before you come. Plus, you have to walk very, very carefully. You know why? Heavy responsibility. Now, let's analyze this from a scientific perspective. Why does this even happen? Started everything that we did. We started from this position called strength. We worked on our strength. Why? No experience, ma. Empty, right? So anything you tell me, I'm going to accept it, right? I'm just going to work on my strength. No experience to hinge on. So you'll actually deliver whatever you need to deliver. But the rule of strength is, you focus on strength, strength will always result in a reward, promotion. And that promotion is called the position of power. This is the irony. You work on strength, you reach to the position of power. Which is fine, right? Say, okay, here's where the problem is. It's okay for as long as a spotlight is in that domain called strength. Because somehow, some way or another, after one point, the spotlight suddenly shifts from strength to position of power. And you have to understand how the human psyche operates under these two domains. When it's from the position of strength, we will do what? Ride on it, right? Have you heard that saying? Guys, let's ride on our strength. Yeah, strength will always call you to ride on it, use it, and do. But power changes that psyche. Power will always demand protection. We will protect our power. And that's why you see in organization, we have turfs, right? Different department. Please, sir. AI change. What AI change? Involved inside the circular? I'm not in the CC. Nobody informed me about any AI change. Yes, I know you're just suggesting, but yet, even suggestion, you need to get my permission before you even suggest it. This is a big responsibility, I can't lose all this. Ladies and gentlemen, I think time has come that we may have to move that thing, the spotlight, back to the position of strength. We need leaders to refocus on building strength. So just like an explorer knows that along the journey, you will collect your medal. Along the journey, you will collect gifts. But the explorer also knows that after one point, for the next journey, sometimes you got to lose some of the burden that you have been carrying. And that means, in my case, right here, removing this feels lighter around my neck. Now, I'm not saying that we are not recognizing these rewards. We are recognizing them. But at the same time, we learn how to take that and put it aside, knowing that I can always go back to that when it's needed, but I'm going to operate from what we call strength. So, ladies and gentlemen, if I were to ask you, you don't have to answer me, from the way how things are going, I'm not going to let you talk to your neighbor also, because I know I'm not going to get you back. I've seen how it happened in the morning. I'm not going to repeat that. Where is your spotlight right now? Where is your team's spotlight right now? Where is the organization's spotlight right now? And that's something for us to think about. Focus on building. I think one thing that we want to do today is that no matter what we have achieved in this new era where we are going to go and find new opportunity, we got to shift that focus back to the area of strength. How many of you know about this bank called KBZ Bank? No one knows KBZ Bank? Bank in Myanmar is KBZ Bank. Okay? It's a very old bank. It's a family-owned bank. Not public listed yet, I think. Right? But until then, when we were working with them, they were not public listed. In 2018, they launched this thing called KBZ Pay. Now, an app, just like any other banking app, right? So, any other banking app, simple, same thing, right? But there was something different about KBZ Pay. Within 4 months, they actually achieved 1 million subscribers. And then in about 11 months, they achieved 3 million users. Currently, what I checked, there are over 10 million users there. But KBZ had one interesting feature in their app. They have the red and the blue. The blue is actually a merchant. Just like any other merchant, you go there, pay for your stuff, make a transfer. But the red was actually agent. See, in Myanmar, they have this problem. They call it the unbanked population. Myanmar is such a big country. There are many places they are unbanked. That means they don't have a banking account. And they wanted to onboard them into a banking account. But, you can't be putting ATM machines everywhere. One is there's a risk in putting an ATM machine everywhere. And secondly, such a huge country. So what they did was, they asked, where do people keep cash? Where do people keep cash? Retail outlets, restaurants, right? What if we can turn the restaurants and into an ATM machine? How is that? Now that means if you can have a KBZ app, you can go to a restaurant and say that if the restaurant has an agent sticker over there, I would like to withdraw 100 or 200, whatever the quantum is, you can withdraw, make the transfer goes into the account, and they take it out the cash register and give you your 100 or 200 bucks. And they get a transaction fee for that. How did they achieve a big number? They had about 16,000 employees. All 16,000 employees overnight became agents. Forced to. Okay? They become agents. That means, you know what? Machine next door. If you know somebody who's staying, working in a KBZ bank, and you can go to the house, hey, got $100 or not, want to withdraw. And they were happy to do that because they get a transaction fee. So when I was seeing that, the GM, one of the GMs over there is from Malaysia. He's there right now. And I asked him, David, is that these guys can do it? And this was back in 2018. Today, maybe over here we have catch up on a lot of aspects of it. But why is that they were able to do that over there, but I don't see that anywhere else? And here's what he said. See, Jega, you have to understand. Went through multiple phases. We had the branch banking. From branch banking, we had the ATM machine. From ATM, check deposit, cash deposit into internet banking. At every juncture, we had challenges along the way. So we were familiar with all compliance. But problem with us is that we have gone through that so much that the word compliance equal fear or don't do anything. Sometimes people use that word compliance, right? Hey, can do this on air, compliance. Basically, we're telling don't give me work. That's what compliance means, right? I cannot do that way, compliance. I know compliance, so what? Compliance means what? Follow the compliance only. And then I asked him the same question that probably you are asking, why in Myanmar no compliance? They have. But the difference is that they were under a regime, but they were under the regime for so long that they were hungry to even explore any possibilities. There was less resistance. But they had a very, very good CEO over there, Mike Denoma. Mike Denoma is actually, he won some awards, World Bank Awards for Best Banker Award and all that. So he said, let's put in the compliance. We have to take some risk, but if we don't do this, we are never going to bank the unbanked. And they actually did that, and they rolled out perfectly well. Now, sometimes when people hear this, they say that, oh, does it mean explorer means you are reckless? Not really. Explorer doesn't mean that you're reckless. Explorer means that you are just looking at things with an obsession for discovery. It's an obsession. Let's find out more. Like my friend Jean Mary said this morning. Remember the word? What word is it? Curiosity. Driven by just curiosity to discover what is next. So being an explorer is not about being reckless or careless. Okay? It's about sound risk assessment. So today, with AI coming in, a lot of us are sometimes, we are shuffling between the position of power or strength. And I would invite you to come to the position of strength so we can become explorers. But at the same time, yes, there will be risk in taking and implementing some ideas. I was hearing Manoj speak this morning, and I was in one of the rooms down there saying stuff. Everything has a risk in it. But if we are afraid of even taking that short leap of necessity, and you build your faith along the way, okay? And if we don't take that leap, the question is this: what conversation with our team members some 5-10 years down the road? Will we arrive to the same thing where they ask, whose fault was it? So 2 things I'd like to share from this thing in conclusion. Focus on building strength. Create an obsession for. I mean, there's another 11 others, but in this short time span, I thought this was the most important thing for us to move. We are hearing a lot of ideas from a lot of speakers here today. Brilliant ideas. Let's put them into action. And here's the thing. In closing, I just want to talk to you about this element of explorer. These are my children. They were at this size 4 years ago. Right now, they're taller. So during the pandemic, you can't go out, can't do anything and all that, So we live in a condo, and they were getting very depressed. And we said that, let's go downstairs, let's touch the soil. So actually, technically, they can't arrest us because it's a strata property. So wherever I walk, it's still my property, right? So I was downstairs, and we said, we're going to touch the soil and do something. And we had a rambutan tree in my house. It was given by my partner, Zairul. When he gave it to me, I said, Zairul, I'm staying in a condo. What am I going to do with a rambutan tree? So he said, it's a plant, keep it first. So finally we thought, okay, let's plant it somewhere. We found one place there, and we planted it. And after planting, I asked them one question. Do you know, by the time this tree becomes a tree that can bear fruit, it might be 10 years, 15 years from now. You and I may not be staying in this condo anymore, because you both are planning. What their plan is, want to go overseas. Everyone wants to go overseas, right? So they are also there. Yeah. And I can't stop them, Explorer, right? It'll be counterintuitive to me to tell them, I talk about explorer, but you stay in the country, right? But they want to explore. And I said, we might not be here. We might have and somebody else is going to have how do you all feel about it? And this is an answer they give. They never gave this kind of philosophical answer. They are not speakers. They're average people, kids. They give one-line answer, that is, it's okay lah. Anyone else here? Let them eat. It's okay. They are still here, right? Whoever's here, let them enjoy it. And I found that is an explorer's mindset. An explorer's mindset is taking that leap of necessity to walk and to do whatever is necessary, not knowing who is going to benefit from it. Maybe the step that you take today, and after 5 years from now, you might be leaving the someone else may be blessed because of that. They don't have to go through that conversation, whose fault was it? Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jega Manoharan, and I would like to invite you to take that necessary step. To take that necessary step so that we all can the domain of explorer and explore new territories. Thank you.